Welcome, I'm T.S. Tyler, and today we will be starting a franchise with the Washington Nationals. This isn't a team that I've seen too many people do franchises on, and it's pretty bad. So let's go over the team real quick. Our superstar is Juan Soto. Obviously he's a great player. He's not under contract yet, so we're going to make sure to pay him big time. Strasburg's here. He was the World Series MVP for us, so we will keep him around as long as he wants. He's been very injury prone, but when he can pitch, he can pitch. Like, these are some great seasons. Nelson Cruz, old, should put in a decent season for us though, maybe hit like 270-ish. Cesar Hernandez, he's been really good in real life so far. Josh Bell, same, he's hitting like 340 at the moment. Corbin, I don't really like him, so I'll be very interested to trade him. He's getting paid like a superstar pitcher, and he's not doing much of that. Looking further down, Victor Robles, he is an amazing fielder, or he should be better than this, but he's a very good fielder with a cannon in center. He just can't hit at all, so we'll see if we can get him to be a little bit better at that. Then the two pieces from the Max Scherzer Trey Turner trade. Number one is Keibert Ruiz. I'm not sure what he can do. He has decent potential, 23, so should be our catcher of the future. And then down here, we should have Josiah Gray, who has a decent pitch mix, can throw pretty hard. It'll be in the majors for us this season, because that's what they're doing in real life. I mean, I guess we still have Hunter Harvey technically. I don't know how he's still an A potential, but he was on the Orioles and now he's here, and he can eventually be decent. Jackson Rutledge, Cade Cavalli. So we have decent pitching prospects, but I'm not sure how good they'll end up being and how long we'll be committed to making them work. Okay, so with this team, I'm going to make sure we get really good scouts, because I do not trust our scouts that we have at the moment. So we're gonna make sure we get good ones, and then we're gonna replace them with Casey Boyd, and now we should have a complete roster for scouting. And then now we're gonna see what blue chip prospects there are. Alonso Murdoch, that's a decent repertoire. And then Chad Sixto, he looks alright as well. This guy looks pretty good though. Benito Moreno. Those look like some good stats. Jack Kingman could be pretty decent. He seems like a Victor Robles type though. I'm definitely not spending my first pick on a closer. That is something I'm for sure not going to do. Also, one other person I missed was Brady House. I didn't realize that he was already the best player here for us. But yeah, he'll be another prospect of ours. 18, 71 overall. I mean, that's just really good. The first trade that we're gonna make in this series, I'm not sure how many we're gonna do, but these guys have a lot of center field depth, and they have two major prospects here. And they have, like, this is where their farm system's at mostly. So they have Corbin Carroll, and they have Alek Thomas, who are basically like the same builds. And we are just going to take the worst one. We give them KJ Harrison, who's one of our major first baseman prospects, right ahead of Drew Mendoza. Israel Pineda, who is a C potential catcher. And then Lucius Fox, who is a young C potential catcher as well. And then this will bring us Alek Thomas to build to our outfield. So that'll be, it for us. I think I'm going to play one full game a month is the plan. And then I'm going to have moments on so we can hop into those too. But we're going to play opening day because it's Strasburg v. DeGrom, and we can kind of see what we have as a team. And then I'm going to have quick counts on, I think. And then that's like all the stuff to it. So hopping in this game, this is our lineup. We have Soto at the 2, Josh Bell at the 3, because this is what they do against righties in real life. Cruz at the 4, Cesar Hernandez, we dropped down a little bit. Alcides was hitting at the 2, but I wanted Soto to go up because we want the top of our lineup to be really solid. So we put most of our lefty hitters up top, and then we have Yadiel Hernandez and Keibert Ruiz at the bottom. Mets versus Nats. DeGrom on the hill. I am playing on All-Star difficulty, so I keep that into account. Luis Garcia puts a ball into play, and that is the first out of the season. High fastball, he does his little shuffle, and we're at a 3-2 count. Okay, full count, the pitch. And Soto takes a walk. That is one thing he does amazingly. So now we have a runner on base for Josh Bell. Oh, Josh Bell gets a piece of one, and that is down the line. That should be an easy double. Soto's on his horse to third. Throw comes in, and we're all safe. Good hit from Bell. Was able to square one up and push it to opposite field. I have no idea where that pitch was. Oh, so yeah, we were on that. Nelson Cruz comes up, and now this is a situation where Cruz can deal some damage. And I miss a fastball right down the middle. It was up top. DeGrom is not afraid to go at you. That's ball. Okay, so we are in a 2-2 count. I think one thing with going in quick counts, I need to be a little bit more aware of like what the count is. And Cruz puts one in play. Soto's running home, and that will be an RBI groundouts. So now we're up 1-0, which Bell really contributed there. If Soto was a lot faster, maybe he could have pushed it home, but him having 50 speed just wasn't enough. We are in a 2-2 count. Cesar puts one into play. See if he can run it out. And he will not. But we do put some work in on that first inning. And now we're up 1-0. Strasburg 2-2 count against McNeil. Oh, and we get a strikeout off rip. Yeah, Strasburg is our ace for the season, and he probably will be for the next season and a half probably. And he puts one into play. I think that's Yasiel Hernandez, and that will be the final out for the first inning. So we're moving really quick. Look at the fans here. Not too many Nationals fans. There's one right there in the Soto jersey. I see you. Okay, now we bring up Alcides Escobar. Two 1 count for us now. Yeah, DeGrom was not hoping to give up one run there. It could have been a lot worse for him though. 3-1 count. He's having a little bit of trouble locating here. I'm not sure what exactly that is, but you might want to get his stuff together. Oh, good hit from Alcides, and we are on base. I think we're bringing up Yadiel Hernandez, which I just looked at, and it's Yadiel, not Yasiel, but... And the pitch. Oh, no, I looked at it. I thought it was in a drop. I thought he has something that drops. He has a two-seamer that could have dipped out, so maybe I thought it was that. Keibert Ruiz is up. I put one into play. That's a double play because Keibert's really slow. Ah! So we get a runner on, but cannot do anything with it, really. Pete Alonso's coming up. We are going to avoid him. That slurve is nasty. Now we're going to hit him with a circle change. Hopefully it drops. And he spits on that. Okay, now we're going to challenge Pete Alonso. And he strikes out. So Strasburg, I think that's his second strikeout. Looking pretty good. We'll be able to get there with the Yadiel, and Strasburg's already through 2. No hit so far, but is getting his stuff hit pretty decently, so that's a little worrying. Victor Robles steps up in a 3-1 count. We're kind of hoping for a walk, because I can't really hit with him. Or he can't hit, but he crushes one on that fastball, and it's deep! Victor Robles hits a homer! And that is the first home run for us on the year. Now, I said Victor Robles cannot hit. He does not have very good hitting stats, but when you throw a fastball right in the middle, he turns on that and takes it 105 off the bat and 370. Yeah, he squared that up for sure. DeGrom was testing him, and I'm really surprised. So our 9-hole hitter gets us a run, and that ball was absolutely crushed off the bat. Josh Bell crushes one again, and that is in the gap. He's going to be able to turn for 2. And Josh Bell with his second double of the day. I feel really strongly about putting him in the 3-hole here because, I mean, he's been constantly contributing. Nelson Cruz up the middle. Josh Bell's going to be turning for home. And that's another run for us. 3-0 up on the Mets. So looking at how this game is going, I might have to make the difficulty a little bit more difficult. I think the first thing I'll do is just make it Hall of Fame on the pitching side. And then if the hitting is still really easy and the games are, like, I'm winning by a lot, then I might put it up to Hall of Fame. Because this team is not a really good team. But for opening day, we will bask in the glory of this win, or at least this run production while we have it. Oh, and I swing it, crap. And that is the end of the 3rd inning for us. So I think this is for the second time DeGrom has got us on a strikeout. Mark Canha comes up to the plate. Strasburg hasn't really thrown the sinker, but he'll throw it here. And he was early on that, so now we're going to get him on the slurve. And he gets him pretty... That was pretty bad, man. Strasburg is moving through here pretty low on the pitch count, which is good for him because we don't really like working him too much because of his injury concerns he's had all throughout his career. Soto cannot make the play, and that is the first hit of the game given up. And I think that was to James. Was that James McCann? Okay, we have a 1-1 count. I think he hit the circle change, but we're going to go back to that again. McNeil was not able to get there, and now it's time for the slurve in the dirt. And that's a strikeout pitch. Oh, he spits on it. Okay, Keibert Ruiz wants a fastball in. That's what we'll give him. And he looks at that one too. Keibert wants another fastball, but I'm not comfortable with throwing 2 fastballs in a row. And we throw a sinker. Yadiel Hernandez needs to get under that. And he does. We're out of this. That one was a little bit tricky. Having a runner on there. Victor coming off of his home run earlier. We'll see if he can replicate it. Oh, and DeGrom goes high and in. And it gives him a good count. I don't know what DeGrom was trying to do. Maybe brush him back there. Oh, and we roll over, but he could run that out. Lindor with a great play, just not in time. So that is Victor's second hit of the game. Oh, and Soto's on one. That's in the gap. It's not. It's stopped by the right fielder. I think that might be Nimmo. That was a good play, but Soto was on that. We've crushed, I think, 3 baseballs with him. I think he's been up 3 times. No, it was the walk the first time, and then the second time was the line out, and then the 3rd time he finally gets on the board with a hit. Now Josh Bell has hit 2 doubles. I swung at something that I shouldn't have. I saw that it was out, and I still went for it. Josh Bell up the middle, and that's through. Victor's going to go home, but Soto's going to stay, and that drives in another run. So Josh Bell is 3 for 3 with, I think that was his first RBI, though. But 3 for 3 with 1 RBI, and he's been scored himself. And they bring out DeGrom. They take him out. And this is Carlos Carrasco that's up here now. 1-1 count. Nelson Cruz. Nelson Cruz wants to get on the board in a big way. We can't really do much with that pitch. Now Cookie Carrasco, he throws a fastball, changeup, slider, sinker, and curveball. So a pretty decent repertoire of pitches. And Nelson Cruz goes up to get it, and that might be a double play. It is. Oh wait, no, the throw was off. Pete Alonso, I don't think that was Pete Alonso with the error, but that was Lindor, someone who's career-wise been an amazing fielder. He just makes an error trying to turn 2. So that brings up Cesar Hernandez, who grounds it to Pete Alonso. So 4 runs, 5 innings. I feel like that's not too bad. Luis puts one in play, and that's up the middle. And that is his first hit of the day and of the season. Able to go 1 for 4 so far. That one was able to just go right back up the middle. Soto 1 for 2 with 2 liners and then a walk. Soto, he goes up to get that one. That was another high fastball. Carrasco's been trying to dot with the fastballs, and Soto is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. And that walk earlier. Now this brings up Josh Bell, who has been red hot today, 3 for 3. And this will be his first major RBI opportunity. And that looks to be a double play ball. The turn was a little shaky, but Bell is pretty slow. So they're able to make that work. I think that's one thing I need on this team, is just major speed. 3-2 count, Strasburg to Marte. Garcia. Yeah, that's, I mean, because the fastest player on the team, I believe, is either Lane Thomas, who is not playing today, or Victor Robles, who has 72 speed. So somewhere in the middle of the order, we need someone who has wheels. And Alec Thomas has wheels, but I think he won't be here for like a season, as Cesar Hernandez tries to make that turn on Alonso, but that'll be an infield single. 2-2, we're going to throw a sinker in. And it almost hits him. Yeah, so Strasburg is losing his control. We are going to warm up Tanner Rainey. His pitch mix looks a little better, and it makes me a little bit more excited to see. Strasburg 3-2 slurve. And it gets hit. That might be a double play. That's 1. And Cesar turns for 2. And that'll be the end of Strasburg's day. I mean, I was just going to give him a few more pitches to get warmed up. But that's enough for me. Tanner's ready and waiting, and we'll schedule him to put in the game. Nelson Cruz 1 for 3 with a single. But now the bases are empty. I think all the other times he's had opportunities with people on base. Oh, and he crushes that. And that's going to be to the wall, but he's so slow that that's a single for him. That's a perfect single. He absolutely killed that baseball. The sound of the bat was nuts. I want to see how hard that was hit. I'm not sure. 114 off the bat from Nelson Cruz. That is the type of power he has. If that's elevated, that's gone. Okay, I do have an idea for here. I want to pinch run for Nelson Cruz, since he's probably not going to get another at bat. And if we have someone fast enough, I want to try to steal. Okay, so Lane Thomas is going to be the guy we try to steal with. And that was a good job from Nelson Cruz in his last at bat. Okay, we're moving immediately. Fastball in. Lane Thomas on the move. Oh, and he gets smoked. Who's behind the plate? I need to know that for sure. James McCann. Okay, he is an okay arm, so I'm okay with that, but I thought I was going to be able to do it. Okay, 2-seam, we're going to try to have it slide out of the zone. Eduardo gets it. He was early on it, so now we're going to hit him with a slider, and hopefully that messes up his timing. And it does. Now, Tanner, I can already tell, has pretty much no control. But he has nasty stuff. Okay, 4-seam up and in, and then we're going to hit him with a slider out. Located okay, and that'll be a pop fly for Soto. No trouble with it, and that's 2 down in the 8th. Okay, slider in. And that's in the dirt. Okay, James McCann. 2-seam, yeah, I tell you, there's no control, because that one ended up right over the middle of the plate. 2-2 count. We'll see what's recommended to us, and it's another slider. We're struggling with Tanner in terms of control. Oh, ball 4. 2-1 now for McNeil, who is a really good contact guy. 2-2 count. We're going to challenge him again. Fastball in this time. And we get out of that. Let's go. That was a little nerve-wracking. I don't know if I want Tanner out there again. Okay, Keibert. We would like to get a hit with him, but it's not really a big deal. Full count. This would bring up Victor Robles again, who has apparently shown he can swing the twig. Okay, full count. Oh, that's right down the middle. We hit that. And that's the first hit for Keeper Ruiz. So 1 for 4 day. I'll take it. We'll do a flashback to earlier in the game. DeGrom decided to test him. And he murdered that baseball as the plane flew over our heads. Okay, Carrasco has thrown a lot of pitches in relief. And done a decent job, I'd say. And Victor, oh, he gets on that. But that's an error. And Keeper is going to turn for 3. And Robles is going to go to second. So off of the air, we have 2 runners in scoring position. Full count to Soto. So he could get walked. And they walk him. No! I'm not too mad at this, but I really wanted to hit with Soto. This will bring up Josh Bell, which I'm okay with. 2-1 count. They're going to go for him. They can't give him the Barry Bonds treatment. Oh, and Bell smashes one. That's so sad. That was hit so hard. That was like 105 off the bat. Okay, we're going to end the day off with Pete Alonso, hopefully. Slider, and that is up. Alcides Escobar runs back. And this has been a dominant opening day win for Strasburg. Throws 7 scoreless innings. And not too many pitches either. Not too many strikeouts. 3 strikeouts on the day. 3 hits, 1 walk. But I'm more impressed with that hitting. We have 13 hits on the day. Josh Bell, 3 for 5, 2 doubles. Victor Robles, 2 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Or not a double, but a homer. The crushed homer. And then another hit, and he got scored on that. Soto, 2 for 3, 2 hard hit balls, 2 walks. And then Nelson Cruz was 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. So for some reason, we were able to mash DeGrom, and we could not hit Carlos Carrasco. Okay, so that'll do it for opening day. Pretty dominant win, like we said. I'm going to go ahead and sim through. We're going to go to the end of April, just about. We're actually going to play the San Francisco game. We do have the moments on, so we will be able to jump in if the time comes. 10 and 10. We are about even at this point, and we lose the Miami series, and now we are 100% even. And I think we're going to play on the 1st of May. I kind of want to play with Josiah Gray. So whenever he comes back up is when we're going to hit. Checking out the stats so far, Soto is almost hitting 400 with 5 homers. Strasburg has gotten a little bit lit up after that start that he had. We're going to go ahead and actually look at this from lineup screen. Luis Garcia's hitting pretty good. No homers yet, but no big deal. Alcides Escobar hitting okay. Soto's hitting just great. Nelson Cruz hitting great. Josh Bell's, he's okay. A little cold, though. Yadiel Hernandez has a big bounce back. Keibert Ruiz is doing pretty good. Lane Thomas, alright. Franco is hitting really bad. I think that's probably like 1 or 2 hits in the first 33 at-bats. I wanted to look for our boy Victor Robles, but he might be injured. And he is, so that's not good. But he, in 14 at-bats with a 500 average, so he's gotten 7 hits in that time. Alright, let's look at pitching. Pitching, we have Strasburg doing alright. Corbin doing alright so far. Paolo Espino is getting killed. I kind of wanted to see his starts, but I don't really need to see that this is really bad. 5 homers, 14 walks. His whip is in the 2s. He's a negative WAR. Yeah, that's not good at all. You don't even have a quality start yet. This is really bad. Joe Ross is getting lit up. Eric Fetty, this isn't good, but this is what we expected. We are bottom of the division. 13 and 13. So the one thing we're going to do is we're going to check training. For Soto, we don't need tossing. I think I want to work on his Let's see if we can work on his, yeah, his arm probably is the thing. Yeah, y'all are right about that. Nelson Cruz, we just want him to keep contact up. We want to keep his hitting as long as we can. Josh Bell, I'm not really worried. I think I want to work on his contact. And then for our young guys, this would be where it comes in like very, very big importance. Keeper Ruiz, I'm okay with the weight room. Brady House, working on his contact, that's fine with me. Josiah Gray, I don't want you to be a reliever. That's not what I'm working for. I want him to work on his par nines. Alec Thomas, the vision's fine with me. That's cool. Okay, so it seems we're in fairly decent hands in terms of training, and that'll do it for episode 1 of this Nationals franchise. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all next time.